Welcome back to Problem Solver Politics. I am your host, Cardin Ellis, with Cody the Oracle.
Hey, everyone.
And we got to do it. By popular demand, the meme war updates are back. The YangGang is fast with the thumbs and quick with the mind and great at the memes. So we're going to talk about some of the latest, greatest memes that have come out.
Yeah, almost got through it.
You want me to start again?
No, it was great.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I thought you're right. Actually, it's only 8 out of 10 intro. Anyway, as we talked about in our first update, you show me who you associate with and I will show you who you are. And the memes that came out in 2016 can undeniably be attributed, but undeniably contributed to the success of Donald Trump. And really, me and Cody in our previous meme video talked about how memes, the meme game right now is with Andrew Yang.
Easily.
So,
hold up, not easily. Marianne Williamson, Orb Gang, shout outs to Orb Gang. They're doing some stuff over there.
Okay. All right. Besides those of us that need, maybe we should order some crystal. Oh, we didn't go over the merchandise.
Marianne, someone pointed out in the comments, and you guys are so right. I felt as soon as someone mentioned it, I'm like, God, how did we forget Marianne Williamson? I mean, she's doing as good as anyone else, right? So I feel bad. I apologize in our merch video for leaving her out, but we will address that shortly.
Dude, I wonder what she does sell, like crystals and
you know what she probably sells is her book. Her books. Yeah. Sorry, her like 20 books she's written. I guarantee you she sells those. So
okay, so anyway, let's jump right into the meme update.
First thing I want to highlight, as the guy I found before, oh God, I have to say it again. GIF Shinobi, GIF, whatever you want to use. I'm fine with that, and we appreciate that. Anyway, though, this was a great one I wanted to highlight. GIF Shinobi, he does some great work, man. He puts together some really funny stuff, and this one I love.
Hilarious.
This was shared by Scott Santons, but originally done by GIF Shinobi. I just use this one; it's the only one I could find the video from. But he basically says that so God creates Bezos, Bezos creates Amazon, Amazon hires robots, Amazon destroys malls, and Americans lose their jobs. Then YangGang becomes president. Yeah, again, I want to highlight the pink hats, man. Yang, I remember your criticisms originally of not wanting to use the pink hats because they came from kind of like the 4chan wing. I get it. People love them. Take them back. Regain that pink hat.
Did Yang distance himself from the pink hats officially?
I believe so, yes. Months ago.
I remember he said that it's not an official thing and that
he chose to never make them or sell them, and he never ever mentions them as a real. He mentions them, but you're not going to see any official Yang campaign stuff with pink hats. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I'd love to see that I'm wrong, but as far as I know, that is the truth. So this is the first one I want to highlight. Again, so what we're highlighting here mostly, though, I want to kind of stress, we're not only just highlighting necessarily Andrew Yang's memes. That is in part, but also what I'm trying to highlight is what exactly the grassroots movement for Yang is. And the reason why I brought that up next, I want to go to another Twitter post real quick. This is a really, really cool thing. And I believe I have the right... Oh, man, I got everything out of order. Sorry about that, guys. I believe this is the gentleman who's responsible for doing this, not just a video he posted. And this is at light_bender on Twitter. This is Gabriel.
Oh, this one was genius.
Yes, and he went to local Kmart and he displayed... Well, he has a couple more I'll flip through. And it's just so cool. It's just, he goes to explain, the future was here, but now it's gone. Google Andrew Yang. I think it's so cool. It's so effective.
Does that not...
Yeah, like just personal, right? You feel what he means when he says that, and it makes you say, dude, I have to admit, nothing depresses me more than seeing, like, the other day, our department stores are closing in our mall. I was walking through the mall. I'm walking through the mall. It's full of life. It's bustling. I go into an department store, and it's clearly on the way out, and it's just... You feel like the stagnant, the death in there. It's terrible, man. Like, it's so sad to see this stuff leave us. I was just talking the other day about one of my favorite things in the world, and people laugh at me. One of my favorite things in the world is the mall around Christmas time. There's just this uniquely American capitalist experience you can't get anywhere else, and I love it. I mean, look at this video, man. That breaks my heart. Look at all that. And it just, soulless retail space, but still, man, like that was, those jobs. And there's a great movie called True Stories, done by the David Byrne from Talking Heads. And he makes a great point in there. He just talks about what the mall used to mean to society. He described it as the town square. So people went, and it really was kind of like, for some communities, it became like the pride of the community. We all meet at the mall. We all go to the mall. We all meet up there. We all hang out. So we gather. This is where we look and we buy and we experience the American experience, and that's gone. I want to highlight that. I think I have one more video here from Gabriel.
Well, it's interesting.
I wanted to show
in the absence of God, as we've chased God out of school and out of our personal lives, consumerism came on the rise, and the cathedral of consumerism was the mall. And I would always tell people abroad, I'd say, no, men are meant to worship, okay? It's just whether or not we're going to be worshiping the God of the Old and the New Testament, or whether we're going to be worshiping the God of Apple. I mean, you don't think there's not deity worship in this world? Wait until the Apple 11 comes out. People are pitching their tents outside of the Apple store, all right? And also look at our malls. They're the new cathedrals. However, there also was that cultural element that was beautiful, and I very much agreed with you there. But I'll push back a little bit on our mall, Cody, because our mall, I think, is in a unique position.
Yeah,
Every time one of those retail spaces go out, because of our population base, it just converts. Our mall adapts, and it's growing. But see, our mall is the only mall that's growing. They're consistently,
not the only. I guarantee you, it's not the only mall growing in the United States.
Okay, yeah, not the only one growing in the United States, but not like any of the others in Los Angeles.
Well, I mean,
retail space.
That's not true, actually. Sorry.
Well, you're right, because there's always going to be
the mall,
Grove,
I believe, in Northridge, which is doing very well.
Yeah, there's the Topanga Mall. But
Irvine Spectrum Center actually is considerably bigger than it used to be.
Yeah, those ones are growing, but I would say they're individual cases, and those mega malls are doing well because they're their own ecosystems. But by and large, I would say retail space, especially in the Midwest, because of the robot apocalypse and the retail apocalypse,
it's
is
true, but anyway,
definitely dwindling.
Sorry, but I want to get to some more of the stuff.
Yeah, sorry.
This one I love. Andrew Yang posted this, and it put the biggest smile on my face. This is why, though, that there is, and again, the reason why we do these videos, I like to highlight the grassroots movement, but I also like to highlight, look, being a YangGanger, supporting Andrew Yang, it's fun. Never underestimate that. Never overlook that. Trump supporters had fun in 2016, and they won an election on it. Because let me tell you something. Hillary supporters never look like they're having as much fun as Trump supporters. Same way, Yang supporters always look like they're having more fun than other people. So I'm serious. I never see Kamala Harris and Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden supporters having the kind of fun Andrew Yang supporters have. And stuff like this is why, man, I love this. Fear does not exist in this dojo. And I'm pretty sure it's just him and his kids, practicing. But it's just, he feels like, we talked about this before, he feels like a human being. He feels like a guy that you actually think is here we go. This was a great one.
Oh, this one is epic.
Yeah, where the Onion posted this great thing about him. It said, Andrew Yang loads shotgun as hissing, crackling copy machine lurches toward campaign staff. And he just responds, I love the Onion. I love this. Thank you guys. So funny. And he gets it, man. Like, we were talking earlier, lover or hater. I'm not going to get into what she said either. But, like, Ann Coulter, she gets it. She gets, like, the trolling and the meaning online and what it does. Andrew Yang, as far as Democratic candidates go, he gets it. I don't think Kamala Harris gets it. I don't think Bernie Sanders.
There is a
his
fearlessness
staff does a bit,
to
but he doesn't. I don't know. And as well as, I don't know if Joe Biden doesn't get it.
Yeah.
You have to appear like a human being, like you're someone can approach and feel like, hey, this is just another regular guy. But at the same time, he has ideas and can lead our country. It's walking that fine line. Here's another one, also from Gift Shinobi. I again, full disclosure, I love Sam Neill in every movie he's ever been in. More so, I actually love Sam Neill more than I love Jurassic Park. Full disclosure. So I love these Sam Neill memes. Also, Goldblum, he's great, but not much comment aside. But I wanted to shout this one. I thought this was a really funny one. Again, Gift Shinobi. If you guys aren't following him, please follow him if you're a YangGanger. You'll love the content he puts out. He puts out some really funny stuff like this. And I just wanted to highlight this. Run through it.
Are there any more left? Show me more, man. This is hilarious.
I don't have more queued up from him, but there's a few more things I want to get to. So,
let's get to them.
So there's the fun stuff, right?
And then also, do we have any of the
I want
Williamson?
to highlight this. I don't yet, but I wanted to highlight this as well. This is a little bit old now. I apologize. But Nerds for Yang channel recently did a fundraiser to raise $10,000 to have Andrew Yang appear on a show, and he hit the mark. So once again, congratulations, YangGang. I think it's really cool. It just shows the kind of, like I said, that grassroots movement. I think it's really cool. He put this out there. He got the money. He got $10,000 donated to the campaign. It's a lot of money. And he's going to have him on the show. So I thought that was really cool. I wanted to highlight that. And then this is one more thing I really wanted to get to really quickly. Any of us that were watching the debate,
this girl is
if
epic.
you're watching the debate with us or with anyone else, just watching the debate, you might have noticed after Andrew Yang finished speaking, there was this very loud, there's a woman who clearly loved Andrew Yang in the crowd. Clearly.
She was rocking it.
And anyway, for those of you who are part of the YangGang on Twitter, you're definitely going to recognize this person. Her name's, I believe, once again, me and names, Lacey Delane, I believe would be the name to pronounce that. Anyway, she actually was at the debate. She did a Reddit AMA 2 hours ago as of recording. So very recently, she did a Reddit AMA, and people were asking her questions. And she says, I believe she even says, I was the girl who was screaming her lungs out for Yang on the debates on Wednesday night. So that's how she wrote it herself. And I just want to go through and highlight a couple of the top answers. Someone said, I don't have a question. I just want to thank you. And someone... This is what I thought was funny. So first of all, thank you for being the person to scream support in person when the rest of us were doing it through our TVs. Cool, I'm going to read it. My main question is, what was the vibe in the room when Yang broke the fourth wall? How did the other candidates react? And just in general, what kind of other stuff was missed when translated to the TV format that landed differently in the actual room? When speaking of breaking the fourth wall, is when he turned and told people to go to his website and put in their address.
Well, also when he said raise your hand, because all of a sudden instead of being
that's not like breaking the
passive,
fourth wall though. He's speaking to the crowd. The fourth wall is the screen.
But I always thought that in theater, breaking the fourth wall was interpreted as all of a sudden involving...
Breaking the fourth wall is what they call in wrestling when you shoot. Basically when you do something for real, not part of the show.
Wow, this completely shows the difference between me and Cody. As he uses wrestling terminologies,
hey, I swear,
I will use academic theater
professional
terminologies.
Professional wrestling terminologies apply to everything. I swear to God. I'm telling you, they do. Anyway,
breaking the fourth wall is a postmodernist term in which the actor on stage or the director involves the audience that was traditionally perceived as a passive viewer.
Yes, but when you're regardless, anyway.
Yeah.
Answer was that when he broke the fourth wall, everyone was shocked and took a big breath.
Yeah.
They couldn't believe it, especially when he mentioned Trump in the reality show. I was too focused on listening and trying to figure out when I wanted to yell to watch the other candidates' reactions, but folks were clearly taken aback by what he said and shocked. No one said anything negative in the audience or booed or anything. I like to hear that. And thank you for the kind of encouraging words. And this is the last funny one I wanted to highlight. What contexts and environments outside of debates and rallies do you find screaming for Yang optimal? Many grocery stores, street corners, football games. But just kidding. But yeah, I mean, but again though, and the reason why I brought this up, I want to, and again, I believe she is actually just at Lacey Delane, spelled the same on Twitter if you want to follow her there. Excuse me. One more thing I wanted to go into, though, is that Atlanta YangGang actually posted some photos of
they're
them
doing
phone
all kinds
banking.
of stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
We did a video on them.
I feel bad. I think she actually... I know she's the head of one of the local YangGangs. I believe she's the head of this Atlanta YangGang.
Well, pause.
So that's really cool.
Pause. Isn't the Atlanta YangGang in the first meme video that we did the ones that were giving a free red Solo cup of beer?
Yes, that was
you
them. Googled
Andrew Yang.
That was them. And here's pictures of them.
Dude, these guys sound fun. I want to go to Atlanta.
The whole
Hang
Yang
out
Gang
with the
sounds
Atlanta
fun.
YangGang, you know?
Maybe you'll wait a few months for the summer to end, right? I mean,
geez,
it's not like it's any cooler here, but still, like, I'd rather be where it's cool. One thing I thought was awesome too, though, if you notice, Andrew Yang actually responded. You know, good. I mean, he showed, man, these people are actually doing a lot of work for him, and they're saying thank you. This makes a huge difference, and this is the kind of grassroots stuff that really separates. And obviously, every candidate's phone banking. I'm not going to act like Andrew Yang invented this stuff, but it is so cool to see the way that another one I want to show this. This is someone actually a friend of the show. She's been spoken with us before.
Yeah.
Alyssa Monet Mason, I believe you pronounce that, and along with Andrew Hector, they've been going on a road trip as YangGang, and you can see she's wearing the big oversized Andrew Yang head, which I love. Here's them in Chicago in front of the giant bean. And
this woman is my hero. That is dedication.
It's really funny. I love the hat.
That is artistry. That is performance art. I love these people.
Speaking of, want to make sure you can see the pink hat right at the bottom.
Oh, the pink hat. It's official.
Hey, you got to have the pink hat, man. You can't be a YangGang without it. Well, you can be official YangGang without it. You can't be unofficial YangGang without it.
Really, you should not underestimate the power of these individual people. Okay, sometimes when we're talking about Citizens United and $1 million donations and things like that, it's very easy to get disheartened in politics and underestimate the power that one person has. But you got to go back, read the Time article on how Barack Obama won his reelection. His reelection was a thing of beauty in terms of ground game, messaging, the whole 9 yards. And Time did this great 30-page article on it in which they highlighted all the top performers. And sure, there was the hipster guy that was doing the messaging and the graphics. There was the intelligent, suited person that was doing the strategy. But also, they featured this one really young kid. I mean, I think he was still actually a minor, maybe only 16 or 17. And I think he was a dreamer, if I'm not mistaken. But you have to fact check me on that if he'd already passed DACA or not. But I just remember it was a young Latino kid that was featured who was the one who had set the record for registering people door to door on behalf of Barack Obama to vote, and his number was in the thousands.
Yeah.
We're talking in the thousands, one person.
Stuff's meaningful.
Yeah, and I remember I was watching at a rally Barack Obama had somewhere in the Midwest. I don't remember, but there was this woman who was smiling behind him and just beaming. And I remember even the Fox News anchor that was covering the rally said, the best part of this rally is this woman behind Barack Obama who is smiling and beaming and just feeling the energy of his every word. And the president doesn't even know that she's there, and she is selling his policy prescriptions better than he is. Just this woman who was beaming and was in focus of the camera right behind him in the crowd of people that they always put behind the president. So that's one of the things that I just absolutely love about the YangGang. I mean, these people are committed, and not in a desperate way. This isn't, the angry SJWs. This is just pure positivity. And I, for one, am completely attracted to this kind of politics can be cute and cool kind of thing, instead of politics is based off of identity and guilt. It's cute and cool. This right here is one of the number one things that attracts me to the YangGang. I mean, it's hilarious. It's like a little miniature drug. I want to see more. In fact, hey, can I get another hit?
Yeah, let's see the next little. Oh, this one's kind of. Hold up, 1 second. Sorry, I gotta go.
Right as I talk about positivity, there's a negative one, right?
No. This is actually some inside baseball. This is actually I would love to do an entire video on Andrew Yang facts. For those of you who are not too young, but younger, you may remember Chuck Norris facts. Chuck Norris facts was a meme that went around where Chuck Norris could break the moon in half with his hand because he's the coolest guy ever.
He could slam a revolving door.
Yeah, or he doesn't sleep, he waits. Stuff like that. Anyway, they started doing it with Andrew Yang. Again, this is inside baseball. 99% of you is gibberish, but I love it. So sorry, guys. I'm going to show it to you. It said Andrew Yang has been banned from South Korea ever since he swept the StarCraft 2 GSL finals 2 years ago, consecutively playing as random. He still sneaks in through the DMZ. Andrew Yang fact. I love that one. At Darren M. Wong. That's a great one. GSL, GOM TV, big fan, all that stuff. Well, actually, aside from broadcasting GSL, it's only about GOM TV, so I hold back that. But GSL I love, StarCraft 2 I love. Great stuff, funny stuff. Again,
are you gamer gushing right now, Cody?
of course, all the time. Here's another one. This is a little bit of a throwback, but the MSNBC debates that Andrew Yang was essentially left out of. Here's
you mean
MSNBC
the one when they mentioned people of color?
Oh, no, hold up,
and
sorry.
They talked about Kamala and Tulsi, but didn't talk about Andrew Yang because he's Asian?
Ridiculous. Yeah, Kamala Harris. Oh, if these policies still existed, people like me and Cory Booker couldn't run. Yeah, in 1965, Tulsi Gabbard, she would have definitely been welcome to run in this country. I'm sure.
Andrew Yang, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Andrew Yang wasn't.
He would have just waltzed right onto the stage.
I believe in something pointed out to me. It wasn't until Nixon that a lot of the anti-Asian legislation passed a long time ago in this country was fully repealed. So there was still some legitimate enshrined anti-Asian legislation during 1965. So it's just funny to me that they just kind of ignore these people. I'm not saying these people. I'm saying
and truthfully,
they
if you
ignore
go back
people
far
outside
enough,
of the mainstream.
If you go back far enough, Delaney. Well, no, it's not Delaney. I think Kirsten Gillibrand is of Irish heritage on both sides of her parents. We would have let the Irish on the stage. Yeah,
Patties. Anyway, so let's move through. Oh, hold on. We gotta be quiet for a minute. I heard you guys complain. We were talking over the last video we played. Not gonna do it. This is a great video though, guys. I love this one, so I'm just gonna play it. Gonna get a copyright flag, but whatever.
This is happening.
A great one. This was great. That's it. Short and sweet.
You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember when they had the competition? There was somebody that had a competition to re-edit the Harry Potter series into a trailer to make it a romance between Harry Potter and whoever his best friend was. And it was the most hilarious, crowdsourced a comedic thing I saw forever. That was actually almost like it right there. I mean, Van Jones falling in love with Andrew Yang and the YangGang.
So shout out to at Zach Stoltz on Twitter. Believe he did create this. So shout out, man. That's great.
Any more?
I think I have.
You got one more.
I believe I do. I mean, suspense is killing me. Oh yeah, I like this one. For anyone who didn't get the Andrew Yang 1992 shirt off his website because it sold out too fast, which, by the way, I'm one of those people. I would definitely love to buy that shirt. I love this picture of Andrew Yang, dude. It's
oh
hilarious.
my goodness.
But someone came out with this one. This is cute. I love this. If any of you guys saw our YangGang takes over Tinder video, this is a great extension of it. Don't swipe left. Don't swipe right. Swipe forward. Mr. Andrew Yang. You can see Andrew Yang fresh out of 1992 right there.
Oh, you know what I would pay money?
Hold on one second. I got to pull that. 1 second, guys. I got to pull that picture up. It's such a great picture of Andrew Yang.
Okay, while you're doing that, I got to tell you, in the era of almost deep fakes, I would pay money. I would pay money to see what somebody who made a profile of Andrew Yang with just archived pictures that were somehow modernized, okay? Just to see how many girls just responded to inquiry on like their eHarmony or Match.com or Tinder profiles. Yeah, I know, but just like as a funny, as a joke.
Man. That is epic. I love the coat. Look how chill. I mean, he's. You can see why this guy's a big memer
Trench
nowadays.
Coat,
he looks like a
mixed
memer.
With hippie mixed with the chain.
It's kind of like 90s grunge, 90s goth a little bit. Not quite goth, more grunge. But yeah, I did just. Like I said, man, I'll talk about this every video. Every year has the proverbial. If you look at between Hillary and Trump, Trump was the beer candidate between Hillary and Trump, meaning just the candidate where politics aside, if you had to just hang out with one of these people, who would you pick? Just, you could say whatever you want about him. Trump just had that kind of personality. It transferred better to that kind of environment. I think right now in the Democrats, I mean, who do I want to hang out with? It'd be Andrew Yang. Now, here's the funny thing. People say, oh, you shouldn't vote for a president based on who you want to hang out with. Well, guess what? A lot of people do. And that's how presidents get elected. And if I had to pick one person to hang out with, it would be Mr. Andrew Yang. I mean, looks like a cool guy. And I want to also highlight, this is actually him posting his own yearbook picture. He said at the time his favorite bands were the Smiths and the Cure. Wow, really?
Wow.
I would have never guessed that this gentleman's favorite bands would be the Smiths and the Cure, Something about the shin length long coat and the laid back oversized turtleneck
Are those
sweater.
Shorts too? Those aren't pants. Are those shorts?
I can't tell. It's put underneath. But like I said, I mean, you got the laid-back turtleneck, the big coat over top. Really? That guy likes the Smiths and the Cure? Anyway, the hilarious, and again, once again, I'll say that every time, it's like Andrew Yang's actually a real person, and it's novel and weird, but hey,
there is value
that's like a real human being right there.
There is value in that. I mirror your approach to this. Obviously, we're not expecting parents to be always friends all the time. They have to be parents. We're not expecting politicians to be buddies all the time. They have to be politicians. However, the comfort level that you have skyrockets when you feel that way about a candidate, and feeling that way about a candidate
I can empathize with
through good memes. In fact, I mean, everybody talks, the more and more they study voting. You have to read a book by Brian Kaplan called The Myth of the Rational Voter. And one of the things that they highlight in all of the studies done about voting is trust. People will vote for someone they trust.
Big time.
And now, obviously, demographics will vote for people that look like them because they think there will be some trust there. Age groups will vote for people that look their age and seem to act that same age because they trust them. Young, old, it doesn't matter. All these different demographics will, have an in-group bias. All except for, interestingly enough, white liberals. They're the only ones with an out-group bias. But the more in-groups that you can seem to fit into, the better you do. And I got to tell you, how do you think the meme game's affected Yang's campaign? Do you think it's been improving over the past couple of weeks?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
I said, how do you think the meme game has been affecting the Yang campaign?
No, I mean,
has it been improving it? Has it been moving the needle?
It is the campaign. I was his online campaign is people that are out there spreading his word positively. So like that is his campaign. Really, is memes. Sounds goofy, but it's true.
That's true.
I'm not saying all he has to offer is memes. He has great policy to offer, but the campaign itself online, there's a reason why he spends less, raises less, and outclasses people in polls that are raising way more and spending way more beneath him, is because he has people out there, like, for example, like I said, like my man Gif Shinobi over there, Gif Shinobi, whatever way you pronounce it, putting out these great little videos and pictures and things that make people laugh. Like, dude, that is a big way to support someone. That's how you.
It's almost worth more. I got to tell you right now.
No, it is. You're right.
What's that meme worth? I mean, I'll tell you, those memes and the amount of impressions, the amount of mirth and merriment that they cause in all of those people that are going to see it, what is that worth? $1,000 donation?
I mean, that.
Yeah. So it's difficult to quantify, but I really think if you could, it would surprise you what these memes are worth. Anyway, we want to know if you guys, if we missed something this week, let us know. Hopefully once a week we're going to be able to do a meme war update because, I mean, literally it could be done twice a week. Trying to keep up with all of these memes is like trying to drink out of a fire hose, but it's a fire hose we love trying to drink out of because this is hilarious. So if you got some great memes, please send us an email or else send us the link to the meme. We'd love to highlight it. If you haven't smashed subscribe, please press the subscribe button. If you guys want to donate to our channel, please just check us out at the link below. You can donate directly through PayPal. This is Problem Solver Politics.